have some good stuff to share with you today. So, this came up in another call of mine. It's not particularly brand related, but it's very important and it all kind of gets intermixed into what we're up to here. So, money, 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 money. It's like, how do you get over your fear of continuing on? You've made the commitment. You've made the commitment to your brand. You've made the commitment to your business. You've said yes. You've maybe even signed up for a program. And things as far as the needle moving forward in money manifestation is not yet happening. What do? How do you get over that fear? How do you remember that you are freaking amazing? So tune in, like open your ears, settle your mind, and let's talk about this, okay? So when you're like, I'm doing it, I'm so fully committed to this brand, I'm so fully committed to this business, like how do I actually make money so this is not a freaking expensive hobby? And this is more about, yes, there's definitely practical steps like have a product, pitch it, sell it, blah blah blah. Yeah, but what I'm talking about the phase, the part before that part. I'm talking about your money mindset. I'm talking about what you really believe to be true and what you are actually visualizing in your mind. Whether you like it or not, you are manifesting right now. Whether you like it or not, you are affirming a life and a reality right now. It's happening regardless. So if you think, oh, that's a bunch of bullpucky, just hear me out. Just hear me out for a second, okay? Because it's the thoughts that you are having in your mind, it's the belief patterns, it's the things you're telling yourself of what is possible and how it's going to be possible, etc., that are creating your current reality. I, believe me, was a skeptic. I was a critic. You know, I was like, I couldn't believe it until I had the experience of it. And I've had the experience of it enough times in my life where I'm like, okay, might as well keep trying this and doing this money manifestation stuff. Okay, so where do we begin? Whew. First of all, you just have to acknowledge that your fears are there to protect you. They're there because at one point we were being chased by lions and tigers, and it's really not more complicated than this. And now your lions and your tigers are your bills, the electricity, the thing you want to buy for yourself, the thing you want to buy for your son or daughter, or whatever the case may be. That is what your fears are now. This is the tiger that we are running from. Great. Just acknowledge it. Know that it's just there to protect you, to keep you safe, and that's it. And you kindly tell it, I don't need your voice right now. You can go. Goodbye. 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 I don't need you. I will come grab you when I need you. Okay, so we acknowledge, okay, I'm scared. I'm scared I won't be able to pay my bills. I'm scared I won't be able to sustain this business. I'm scared that this won't pan out the way I thought it would. Blah, 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 blah. These are just mental vibrations, mental gyrations that you are allowing into your space. Maybe you can't control the first thought. The first thought is there. There's just a mechanism called your mind that is just like going on and on and on and on. Maybe you can't control the first thought, but you can control the second thought and the third thought and the fourth and fifth and so on. You get to decide whether you want to fall down the rabbit hole or not. Okay? So, once you acknowledge that the fears are there and they're just there to protect you and they're really not bad and scary as you think they are. Next, what the heck do you want the money for? Oh, but Jessica, I want this and I want that and da-da-da. Do you have any idea how much it costs to do those things? You actually might surprise yourself. You're like, oh, I'm gonna need to make at least 6 figures this year to live the life of my dreams. Maybe not. Maybe not. Did you know that only 1 in 100 Americans actually know what they want, or even in the vicinity of trying to figure it out? I invite you to be in that 1%. I invite you to start to acknowledge what you want to create in your life. And I want you to do it in a 3-month increment. Let's not think about 10 years from now. As we have seen in this last year and a half, things can change and change very quickly and be reconfigured in ways we never could have imagined. Can we just acknowledge that truth really quick? So, what I want you to do is, in the next 3 months, what do you want to create in your life? What do you want to have, be, do, experience, give, etc. in the next 3 months of your life? Then I want you to actually go on the magical interwebs and figure out, okay, if I want to travel to Miami or Florida or like Europe or wherever the case may be by the end of June, and I want to be able to like buy my plane ticket, blah, 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 blah. How much will that cost me? Okay, I want to stay in a hotel or an Airbnb and I want to stay for 5 nights and da da da. Okay, how much is that going to cost you? Figure it out, write it down. Get the total amount for that. Okay, I want to be able to cover all my personal expenses. Okay, well, I average about this much per month, and so for over the course of 3 months, I'm going to need about this much. Boom, write that number down. Okay, I want to take this course. It's really exciting. I want to work with this vendor. I want to do this thing. Okay, how much is that going to cost? Great. Total all that up. And I'm talking about the next 3 months. Be realistic is the wrong word. I don't necessarily want you to be realistic. I want you to be like push right up against your edge. Like, I think that I could actually make these, whatever things happen in the next 3 months. You're not gonna like maybe travel the world in the next 3 months. No, that's not, what's the word? Just push right up against your edge of what you think is possible. Because at least for me, and this is just my methodology, adjust accordingly to you. For me, if it feels way too far-fetched or something that's actually going to take a couple years, like, yes, I want to move to the beach at one point in my life. I want to live on the beach. I want to own a home on the beach. I don't think that's going to happen in the next 3 months. To me, if I aspired to do that, my whole body would be in rejection. So I don't want you to be in rejection, okay? I want you to be in like, maybe that could totally happen. That feels really good. Yes, cool. So in the next 3 months, what do you want to happen? Find out how much it's going to cost. Come to the total. And then I want you to incrementally say, maybe the first 20% of that, I'm going to be able to manifest in month 1, and the next 30% of that I'm going to manifest in month 2, and then the remainder I'm going to manifest in month 3. This just helps me. I'm not saying this is you might manifest it all in 1 month. You might manifest it tomorrow. The world is, or not the universe is like just very generous that way. And then I want you to open up to receive in whatever way the universe thinks that you should receive it. You have no idea. So I explained this to my group this morning. It's like, it's like learning a new word. You've never heard this word in your life before. And then all of a sudden you see it on the news, you read it in a book, your friend says it in a conversation, and you're like, oh, what the heck? I've never heard this word before, and now I'm hearing it everywhere. What the heck? Or when you want to buy a new car, say you're fantasizing about buying a Porsche. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. And you're like, well, we never really see Porsches in my neighborhood. And then all of a sudden, there's one on TV. There's like more, it's in your Instagram feed. You see 7 of them in one day. You're like, what the heck? It's because you've opened up your vision of possibility, and your brain, your environment, your energy, your vibration is saying, Spidey sense, I want to manifest this thing, so I'm going to start showing it to you. And this is exactly what happens when you are clear on what you want to create over the next 3 months, and you actually know the financial amount that will make that happen. All of a sudden, you'll be in conversation. You'll be like, yeah, I was thinking about traveling to Greece next month or 2 months from now. And your friend will be like, that's so weird you said that. My so and so knows this crazy good deal that's happening between the weeks of this and this. Make sure you sign up on that. Like, make sure you buy your tickets on that week. I kid you not, creepy, creepy things like this. You'll get a random check in the mail from somewhere you didn't even anticipate. All of a sudden, that relative that owes you money is gonna pay you back. Crazy that, like, your tax return is gonna be 4 times the amount that you thought it was gonna be. Or that friend that loaned you money, 3 years ago was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. Like, crazy stuff will start to happen. A random check in the mail. There was a class action settlement and you get $7.68. It all freaking counts. Randomly, a person you know sends you a Starbucks gift card in the mail. This all counts. Do you understand? And it will start to shower upon you up to the level you are open to receive it. So why not open up all the way and create that money for yourself? Because believe me, if you just even try this on as an experiment for 30 days, a lot of people are like, oh, this is just woo, smoke up your, no. Did you know that, like, all-star athletes, Olympian athletes, they visualize themselves winning the gold, winning the gold, winning the gold, winning the gold, winning the gold. This is all, the ball goes into the hoop, the ball goes into the hoop. I swing and it hits the tennis ball perfectly. I win the match. I win the match. This is what I am talking about. See it happening. See it happening more than you see it not happening. And then be open up to the possibility for it to arrive in ways you could never even imagine. I mean, it's not going to hurt you to try. It's not going to hurt for you to try this on for just a minute. Try it for the next, I'll challenge you, until next week. And if you really commit and you actually do this exercise, figure out what you want to create, how much it's going to cost, pull it all together, what's the amount, right up against your edge. Don't be crazy. Not where you're going to move into resistance or like, I can never see how this would be possible. No. Be super, super right up against your edge of what you think you can do. And I want to know what happens. I'm really, so just experiment with me, would ya? I think this is one of the coolest things. I think it's, I've had proof of it in my life way too many times to not believe in the process. And just visualize this every day, like, and like feel the feelings of joy and happiness and gratitude and acceptance and receiving. And this is like the brief version, you guys, but really I've given you enough to try, to do, and to execute. So do this, and I want to know what happens. Tell me what happens. And getting over your fears, like, you've already made the commitment. A decision means to cut, meaning there's no back door. So don't even let the thoughts of your mind that this might not work out be a possibility for you. No, not on my watch. Okay? Understood? Are you listening? Is this getting through to you? Try it, and I want to know what happens. Let me know, especially if you watch the replay. Like, make a comment below so I know you're committed. Because why not you? Why not you? And where is the money going to come from? Wherever it is right now. You don't need to think about it more than that. So do this exercise. Let me know what happens. Do you guys have any specific questions? I'm happy to answer. Let me know. Okay, well, in that case, I'm signing off. Look, 15-minute live. This will change your life. Do this. And do it daily for the next 7 days. Next 7 days. It's like, oh, it's a daily discipline, blah, 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 blah. But I'm like, if I say do this for 7 days and you'll get $1 million, you bet your sweet bippy you'd be sitting down and visualizing, doing this exercise. So do it now, do it every day, visualize it, check it in, be open to receiving, get into the good feelings. And I will bid you adieu for now, and I can't wait to see the outcome. Sending you lots of love for the rest of your week. And I will see you soon.